and we just want it to turn as if the car steering is turning. So we've added this feature called rotation order. And what this will allow you to do is switch it. So I'm not sure which one it is here for every case, depending on the orientation of your model. But for this one, it's actually YXZ. So check this out. We can rotate left and right, and the wheels will still rotate forward. So that is pretty much the idea. So what we'll do is we'll set these back to 0. We can add some rotation. And remember, this is all 3D, so if we turn on the motion blur, we're going to see real 3D motion blur of these wheels spin, and it looks really nice. So we'll shut the motion blur off just so we can work a little faster here, but very responsive. Now, the other thing we want to do is set up the back wheels. So the back wheels are going to be a little easier to set up, and we can actually just come in here and open up group 3, go to the particle look, enable multi-object, and then we're just going to rotate the X value, which is going to rotate the wheels forward. Now, depending on the car you have, you may have rear differential. No, I'm just kidding. What we're going to do is just link these two values together. So we can obviously rotate them and control them separately, or we can just alt-click on the rotation here, and then pick whip the X rotation for group 2. And you'll notice that all the parameters for group 2 have a 2 in front of them, and all the parameters for group 3 have a 3 in front of them. So it's a little bit easier to see inside of your comp. So check this out. We've got our wheels spinning, and we're looking good. All right, so this is pretty much the basic idea. Now, just to make it a little bit easier to control, let's say we want to move the entire vehicle rig together. Well, one way we could do it is using the world transform. So if we move this around, you can see I'm moving the entire vehicle. The wheels are still spinning. We can even rotate it, and that's a really good method. Another way to do it is to set up group nulls. So we can go into group 1, create a null, and what that will do is create a null in the middle of that particular object. So see, we can have the car null. But if I move this around, it's only going to move the group 1. So what I want to do is create a group null for group 2. So we'll come down to group 2, create a group null, close that, come down to group 3, create a group null. So then if we take the 2 top nulls, so we could say this null is the front wheels, and this null is the back wheels, and this null is the car. Then we can take these 2 layers, parent it to the car layer, and now the car is moving everything around. So not only can we rotate this around, but we have control over it. Works really, really well.